going on, guys? It's Tomas here with Boss Financial. Thanks for tuning in, checking out another video. As you can see, the hair is getting long again. Seems to be a trend for whenever I'm recording these videos, but I guess that's the new COVID normal, right? Long hair, growing it out. I'm sure there's at least a few people watching that know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I just want to say thank you. Whoever's watching this video, thank you for watching. I hope you're staying safe and healthy right now. If things are going great for you, I'm glad to hear it. If not so much, I really do hope things turn around. I hope you're trying to stay positive, and do remember, please remember that you can always, guys, reach out to me. If you need someone to talk to, I'm here, okay? Everyone's from different areas, but we all 100% have been experiencing this pandemic. When things were already hard enough, the unexpected happens, COVID happens, right? And it's hard to believe we've already been going through this for over a year already. It's kind of a scary thing when you think about it. But hopefully there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I believe that we are going to get through this. But me, guys, I just want to get back to delivering content to you guys. I don't have the most subscribers right now, but it is a goal of mine to actually grow this channel, and it's a work in progress, right? So if you're with me already, I appreciate it. If not, join the family, and thank you for supporting the channel. I'm just gonna try and get back into it here. So if you like this, just give your boy a like or a subscribe. Thanks. Guys, what we're going to talk about today is what you would call a life hack, okay? Pretty popular on YouTube. Something you might not have known before, but maybe something that might significantly impact your life. But the only difference is what I'm about to tell you, or even remind you of, if you're already aware, or maybe if you've been watching some of my other videos, is that this life hack, it's not only going to make you money with minimal effort, or as much effort as you want. It's really up to you, but it will lead to more successes that aren't exactly tied to a dollar. So in other words, this isn't some new way to clean your shoes. It's not some weird method that you never knew you should be using your mayonnaise this way. That would actually be hilarious if that was a video, by the way. But no, anyways, this life hack, guys, it involves 2 ingredients, okay? Number 1, patience, and number 2, consistency. Now, next is where it gets a little hard, okay? I'll admit. The key is to mix these 2 ingredients together and keep at it. That's it. It really is. You need to be patient, consistent, and keep at it. And this is what's going to set you apart financially and beyond from those who just simply choose not to use this life hack, I guess. Now, this sounds cliche, sounds like some useless motivation video. I get it, guys, okay? But this really is real stuff. We're not talking, up in the clouds, unattainable things here, guys. There's no gimmicks. No clickbait. What we're going to go over real quick are 4 solid and tangible areas where you are best off utilizing this life hack. Before you get distracted or click away, guys, the main point of this video is to just kind of separate the veil between those who have wealth and those who don't have wealth, okay? Or even those who are just curious and who want to learn more on how to better themselves. I want to show you that it doesn't matter what shoes you're in, where you come from, what lifestyle you choose to live. But what's important is that there are some facts that even people who claim to know already choose to ignore, or even forget about throughout their everyday lives. So let's go. Here's the first way you can actually utilize this life hack, okay? That is how you can make money and achieve a more fulfilling life by simply having patience, consistency, and keeping at it. So now the first way, guys, is to invest over time. If you haven't started investing yet, the best time is now. In fact, it was actually yesterday. The best time to start investing was yesterday. So especially if you're young, I recommend opening up an account if you don't already have one. It's somewhere like Wealthsimple, Qtrade, Coinbase. I don't like to pump Robinhood, but that is a popular one. I'll put some links in the description below if you need some help getting started. I don't want to go too in depth on anything in this video. If you're interested in learning more about investing, the stock market, you can head on over to my channel for more videos. Now, investing over time, that is buying the highs, you're buying the lows, okay? That is what the key is to ensuring that you're profiting in the long run. The market goes up, the market goes down, people get scared, but guys, that doesn't change the facts. And the facts are that the market has averaged around 7-8% for decades and decades. When you continue to buy things like stocks, okay, this is companies, ETFs, mutual funds, these are like groups of companies or, industries, stuff like that. Bonds, which are basically IOUs, okay, or cryptocurrency now apparently, right? Over a long time consistently, you're going to average your base cost of your portfolio to make sure that your portfolio is more closely matching the total return of the whole market for this long period of time. Because no one, absolutely no one, I repeat this in tons of my video guys, but I just got to drill it through everyone's head. No one can predict the market, not 100%. No one knows what it's going to do, okay, from one day to the next. You don't even know if buying at a low is actually still a high because the price could fall. Or the other way around, you don't know if selling at a high price is actually at a low price before the price shoots up after. Yes, it's possible, achievable to obtain profits this way, but it's never guaranteed returns. Or I should rehash that. The whole stock market's not guaranteed returns. But what I'm trying to say here is that the returns you do get are most likely less than if you would have just bought and held long term. So when I say invest, I mean invest, okay? Not trade. Trading means jumping in and out of positions. Yeah, if you're having a great or even insane profit, you can always trim. Rebalancing and the occasional calculated withdrawals, rewarding yourself, that's important too. But you need to realize that over the long term, you can't predict the market. Investing could now technically even apply to something else that's hot in everyone's mouths right now. That's cryptocurrency. It's something that started off as a bubble, a shaky industry, but now more than ever, this has become something that's been adopted as legitimate and more mainstream nowadays. Myself, I owned my first crypto back in 2016, 2017. I dabbled a bit, made a little money, maybe lost a little money here and there. But if you go look at the charts of the returns just over the past year, you're going to see that investing in crypto over time could yield substantial results. Crypto and blockchain in general, I guess, they have many uses that I think we really are truly just beginning to understand. With huge booming returns, though, also comes big steep falls. Okay, those already involved in crypto, you know what I'm talking about. But I just want to get the point across to try and be wary about short-term trading in the crypto area. Like I said, you should never be investing money that you do need, but just remember, what goes up, it comes down, and we see that a lot in crypto. But as they say, buy the dip. You don't even need a lot of money to start, okay? As long as you start, it could be $100 a month, it could be $1,000 a month, it could be $10 a week. You're just that much ahead if you start. And it might seem like investing is a daunting thing. It might seem intimidating, but really, guys, it doesn't take much effort at all to invest, especially these days, now more than ever. But what's important is it's the patience of not selling and watching your money work for you. And then it's this consistency. So those are two ingredients there of investing, keeping at it. That's going to start to have this compounding effect over time. And if you keep at it, your money is going to grow to something way larger. Believe me, this is going to grow into something larger than you could have ever imagined. But what I want you to remember is that most people, they don't do this. Okay, the next way you can use this life hack, guys, is it's not too much for teenagers or young adults, but that is to the housing market. It goes without saying, guys, that housing, real estate, it's always been a great store of value, minus some crashes, economy downfalls, location factors, stuff like that. But I'm sure we're all aware that the prices pretty much tended to increase over time, especially now more than ever. I'm from Ontario, Canada. If you're not familiar with my channel, I'm south of Windsor around the Detroit border. But Canada in general, I know our market has been particularly hot. In fact, data released by the Canadian Real Estate Association shows that when comparing average home prices from 2020, February last year, to this year, February 2021, Canada had a 25% increase in housing prices. That is insane, guys. 25% in 1 year. This means that the average price went from around $550,000 to just under $700,000 in 1 year. And that's not even it, guys. Remax Canada expects residential housing prices to still increase 4 to 6% this year alone. We've seen major moves from big cities, urban hubs, like Toronto, New York, into less populated or even rural areas due to this pandemic. And as we face lockdowns, more restrictions, and even as work from home is becoming more generalized, many people don't have to commute to work anymore. And in general, the housing has just been in more demand now than ever. Now, I'm probably actually going to do a whole separate video soon just on the whole state of the housing market, but I just wanted to kind of showcase what your money can do for you in this area over time. Whether you own to live in or whether you own to rent out to someone and they help you pay down your mortgage, regardless, you're building equity in something through patience and consistency, okay? And on top of this, the market value can also increase over time. I work at a credit union, guys, for the past 3 years now. I see lots of deals, I hear lots of news stories, and I've seen recently a shoebox, or yeah, I'm just gonna call it what it is, guys. It's a shoebox. It listed for $199,000, and I watched this thing sell for over $425,000 for no good reason at all other than people want to buy right now. Also, a little closer to home, I have a good friend of mine. His parents, they just sold one of their houses. They listed it for $240,000 and it went for $320,000. And this was a house, mind you, they bought for maybe like $60,000 in like 10 years ago. If you rent where you live, you're not going to benefit from this depending on your circumstances. But also, if you want to check out, maybe weigh the pros and cons of renting versus buying, I have another video on my channel, so feel free to head on over there and check that out. All right, moving on, the third way to benefit from this life hack, remember our 2 ingredients, guys, patience and consistency, is through a skill. Everyone has something they're good at. I think what a great part about life is actually figuring out what gets you going, you know, what you are good at and what you can really contribute not only to yourself, but to the world. Being able to capitalize on any skills you may have is actually key because you might be able to even earn income from this, okay? You might be able to turn it into a business or even just get fulfillment in any other aspects of your life. Normal everyday work or being caught in the rat race, as I like to call it for a lot of people, it just isn't for everyone, okay? And capitalizing on something you're good at could actually be an avenue for freedom for yourself. Whether you want to be an artist, a professional athlete, an entrepreneur, this all takes hard work, right? If you look at it from afar, but all it really is, guys, is just a series of small steps that were calculated to help you get where you want to go. It's what we keep talking about, guys. It's this patience and consistency and then rinse and repeat. Even in the professional field, in terms of a career, you know, those who day after day, night after night, who work hard, study hard, who don't quit, who keep the end goal in sight and keep making this effort and progress, even if it's small, these are the people that end up getting to be, you know, your CEOs, your doctors, and your lawyers. But many people are afraid of failure, so they just get up and stop, they quit. But quitting's easy, you guys know that. Success, it always seems too far, right? Just out of grasp, not realistic for yourself because, hey, you're you, why should you be entitled to greatness? But that's the wrong way of looking at it, and that is the key, guys. If you have patience with yourselves and you're consistent, then the finish line is going to be in sight before you even know it. Now finally, guys, this last example, it's something that isn't really about making money, but I feel like it still fits into this video because it's still important. Another area to use this life hack is in your very own relationships. Whether you're married, dating, even if we talk about general friendships, relationships with your family, those are important too, okay? There is always work to be done in a relationship. There's always work to be done. If things aren't going great, or if you feel like you have a relationship that's slowly failing, or maybe it's just getting away from you, things are distant, I want you to think about our 2 ingredients here. That is patience and consistency. Nothing is more important in a relationship than putting the effort in. This could be as simple as working on communication, reaching out first. I know this is a big one we're probably all feeling right now with the pandemic, not being able to be in touch with the people we care about most. It's really important to reach out first. Or another thing, if you're just trying to be more positive, anything really, but as long as you realize, guys, that this is a relationship you want to have and that you're committed to seeing it flourish and stay strong, then that's where you start. Nothing changes overnight, and many people, they jump ship just because of, you know, how they're feeling in a certain moment, but it's at these times I would recommend you to just take a step back, you know, have a breather and work on your patience. One small step at a time in a consistent manner, it's a lot less work than trying to rehaul a whole relationship in one go. Because it really is the small things, guys. Believe me, it's easy to fall into maybe like a stagnant routine where you feel trapped or you feel like things maybe just aren't vibing the same. But if you take this step back and you work on working from the ground up, piece by piece, then you're definitely going to have more fulfillment in that area of your life, which can actually impact you in terms of other things like your mental health, your physical health. All these other aspects have trickle-down effects that aren't just financial. So in all these examples, people might say, well, you should never beat a dead horse. Yes, I totally get that, guys. I really understand that. You're always going to have to use your own discretion, as everyone's situation, your circumstances, your variables are different, right? But also, this is what I want you to remember. Often when people use their own discretion, that's when they simply just don't use this life hack. And that's the purpose of this video. It's more of an eye-opener in a different kind of light, or just a reminder to never stop being patient, okay? Consistently putting in effort into the things that interest you or that can benefit you. Some of those we talked about today. Now, what other ways can you think of? Like I said, this is just a quick list of 4 things that I thought of, things I thought were important, but I would really honestly love to hear your guys' ideas. So let me know, post them down in the comments down below. And with that, guys, today we're at the end of the video. So if you're still with me, thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, you know it. And I hope you were able to take a couple things away, at least 1 or 2 things today, and that you're ready to apply it to your life and your journey to success. If you haven't already, guys, smash that like button for me. The subscribe button too. If you're not subscribed, hit the red box, join the family. If you want to see more of this content that I'm posting on a regular basis, I cover all things investing, personal finance. We talk debt management, coaching, motivation, just business, guys. Let's take this journey together, okay? Feel free to follow me on Instagram at Boss Financial Channel. Any questions, comments, leave those down below, guys. I'd love to chat with you, have good conversations. Do you know anyone in your life that can use this advice? Feel free to please share this with them, have them join this financial community here. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Stay positive, and we'll see you next time.